This is Unbiased Reviews. I'm not from Chicago.
But I'm not complaining. I really love to get my stuff to races. I get the blood, stop the races. Your organs like playing operation.
St. Louis.
So niggas stop getting no camera saying you popping them guns. Hey, big jerk. Yes, sir. That's the way you talk to your son.
Jersey.
Can't stress this nigga even. I'm on the side of the highway with my gun out. Like I'm trying to catch a nigga speed.
Georgia.
Rob the bag, he like we just hustled together. I'm like, don't get your brain cooked or half. Jim Carrey style, I act different when I put on that mask.
From ATL, man. You see the A on the hat, y'all know what time it is. You know, I'm gonna give it to you straight up, no chaser.
So I'm like, damn, you trying to give everybody those diseases, fam? I heard you eat out the box like a slice of pizza, and he's trying to have the whole jersey burning like a Cleveland fan.
What up, man? It's your boy Chris. Unbiased Review checking in, about to give you a breakdown of Conceited versus Tsu Surf. This was definitely a battle I was looking forward to when it was announced. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Conceited heavy. Tsu Surf is somebody I definitely respect. But to be honest with you, man, I really felt like we've seen better Conceited and we've seen better Tsu Surf. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I did feel like it was a good battle. You know, people that follow my channel know I fuck with Conceited heavy. He's been one of my favorites since the grind time, jungle days. Tsu Surf is somebody that I've learned to respect him a lot more. I really didn't like his DNA battle or his Young Ill battle, but when he battled K-Shine, X Factor, Bricks, and then Big T, I was like, damn, Surf is nice. So, but I definitely, when this battle was announced, I felt like Conceited would win. You know, the Facebook group that I'm in, shout out to Unbiased Review Facebook group, was definitely split down the middle. My homie Derek Parker, we had a little wager on this bet. I put $50 on Conceited. He put $50 on Surf. So let's just get right into it, man. Round one, Conceited comes out very, very strong. He has a good round. In my opinion, his stage presence was on point. You know, he paused a couple times too much, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the part from the trailer about, you know, you don't need a boogie board to body serve. That bar really wasn't all that hot, but he paused like he was killing it. I definitely like the way he flipped Surf's last name. Only person seen Cox fight was Calico. That was nice. You know, I'm coming out to Jersey like Dennis Rodman. That shit was dope. The Muslim Quran line he had, even though Sire Boy did it earlier, you know, it's just a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? But I still felt like Conceited did his good as well. But maybe just hearing Sire Boys took a little bit of thunder out. He talked about Surf stealing his old subtitle style, said that's why you put it in subtitles because nobody wants to hear it. That shit was funny. Just to get appeal, anything on his chest, he will cough it up. That's how we know sue the feds. That shit was nice. The only thing I really didn't like too much from Conceited in this round, his slow it downs were really, really weak. You know what I'm saying? I think the only one that was even halfway decent might have been the Pop Disown You one that he said. But all the other ones, the Sewer Rat and a couple of Black Eyes, all those were weak. And also something about getting your head wrapped like Erykah Badu, like that shit was corny too. But overall, I felt like Conceited gave you a good round one. Surf comes back in round one, he tries a rebuttal. All his rebuttals were weak, to be honest with you. He did. I will give him props for at least attempting. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't really want to step out their comfort zone and try to rebuttal and then get back into their bar. So I will give him some credit. And we've seen Surf rebuttal before, and it was a lot better. He rebutted in the K-Shine battle where he was talking about Rex, if you old enough to cross the street, you old enough to get hit. You know, he rebutted that. But in this particular battle, all his rebuttals were weak. I definitely liked the line he said from the trailer, the best shooters in my hood, nigga. That shit was dope. The Pau Gasol, Kobe Bryant, the Dwight Howard bar was fire. You know what I'm saying? I definitely was feeling that. He threw a shot at Hitman. You know, they need to go ahead and battle, by the way, and get that shit over with. That's one of the battles I'm looking forward to if it happens. I give them a bed in. Even if you are a G, these three will leave you red skin. That shit was nice, playing off RG3. The Evelyn headbutt line was nice, playing off the whole Chad Johnson, Evelyn Lozado. Obviously, they had a little altercation, and he headbutted her, allegedly. So, you know what I'm saying? So, playing off that, that shit was good. He had a recycle with the whole Miss Shells. A lot of people using that Love and Hip Hop bar now. We've heard that quite a few times. Nail Your Dog backwards like God. I really wasn't feeling that bar at all. And the church line was definitely dope, man.
Catch him coming down the stairs, I tell a homie like, shh, shh. Think it's a gang till you are in the middle of that, shh, shh.
See, I'm way too advanced for these niggas and it hurt. Like that last bar, for instance. You are in the middle of that that's church.
Overall, I felt like Conceited took round one. He came out stronger, and I felt like his bars connected more. So let's just get into round two. Conceited comes back in round two. I thought Khan had a pretty good round two. You know, he talked about Surf not really being a crib, a rolling 60. You probably think Hoover is a vacuum cleaner. You Clay Aiken, you dropped the soap on purpose to prove you game banging. You know, he played off that a lot. I like the bar where he said he can catch the still like a surveillance camera. That shit was fire. I swear I will snatch up your Sue Young if he try to rush hours. That shit was dope. That might be one of my favorite bars from him that he said the entire battle. Only a bitch would lockpick a door. Real niggas shoot that shit down. That shit was dope. I open up rounds like an Oreo that'll put cocks through the wall like a glory hole. That shit was nice, man. The whole Joe Budden thing, if your brother don't fuck with another person, you don't either. I like that bar a lot too. He had a couple weak bars in here. The Blue Seas Ocean bar was pretty weak. The In Your Temple Taj Mahal I felt like was kind of weak too. And he had a couple recycles in this round. You know, the horoscope line, you know, the horoscope flips he had, the Manny Pacquiao Test of Blood, and the Boston Celtics bar were all bars we heard before. But let's just cut to the bullshit, man. I'm not going to really give Conceited a pass. Are we going to really act like this nigga did not have a Chris Brown bar? This nigga said, and I quote, "I lift pounds, spit rounds, I'll take you down, Chris Brown."
I lift pounds, spit rounds, take him down, Chris Brown. Take him down, Chris Brown. Take him down, Chris Brown.
Pause, Granddad. If it sound gay, it's gay. And you gotta say no homo. How I know you're not a homo, Granddad, if you don't say no homo?
I'm not saying no homo.
Okay, you wanna be a homo?
Stop calling your granddaddy a homo.
Then say no homo.
I don't want to say no homo. I'm a homo your ass. You don't stop saying pause.
Pause.
How you gonna do a gun bar and apply it to Chris Brown take you down? Like, really, Conceited? Like, let's move on to Surf, man. Surf comes back in round two. I really like Surf's round two. He comes back with another rebuttal, which wasn't all that good. He talked about Conceited being on another dude's head. We pretty much heard that already addressed. We finally found out his real name is Reginald. You know, that's something that I didn't know, that I was pretty much trying to do my research and find out, but Jay Fox wouldn't tell me. But anyway, we found out anyway. He talked about Conceited working at Red Lobster, and honestly, by Conceited's face, the nigga really looked like he worked at Red Lobster. So, you know, shout out to Surf for doing his research. He talked about Conceited always looking like he got money, but do he have any money in his pocket? Do he really put in the work with the outfits that he be wearing? You go to war with Heartless, Fox, and Bricks, that ain't really clever. Just like a conceited bitch, hang around a bunch of corny bitches to feel better. That line was fire. You know, he talked about Conceited being born and, you know, really being from Florida and not Brooklyn, not repping where he's from. Conceited was born in Brooklyn. He started high school in Brooklyn. His parents moved to Florida, and he finished high school in Florida. And that's where he eventually resided at. I have since heard he's moved back to Brooklyn, though, or back to New York. So that's pretty much the story. He just basically finished high school in Florida. But, you know, he was born in New York. This is one of the hardest bars of the second round to me right here.
You know nothing about what you rap about. That is not G. And that hater that told you about me, that is not me. Why you paying so much attention to a life that is not free? I don't glorify shit, because if I ain't get them, they would have got me.
Real niggas know you only good as the company you keep. I was fucking with that. When they pull your cars, the only thing you left with is your hands. Like, Surf was really getting at this nigga in round two, and in my opinion, like, he clearly won the second round. Yeah, Conceited comes back in round three. I thought he had a good round three, even though he started off kind of slow. He had the Captain Planet bar. He had the put the cow to your cows bar. He also had the this pump will light up like a jack-o'-lantern. All of those bars were kind of weak. I like the movie theater line he had with the whole Cinema clip, the slow it down he had with that. That was pretty nice. I put my tip in the mud like a thank you jar. That was dope. I see him with the Knicks. He would be napping on the spot like Rasheed Wallace. That shit was nice, man. I was fucking with that. The Dr. Scholl's bar, you'll think he got a foot problem. You'll see the feet, and he'll be in pain until the doctor shows. That line was nice as hell, the way he set that up.
So I'm like, damn, you trying to give everybody those diseases, fam? I heard you eat out the box like a slice of pizza, and he's trying to have the whole jersey burning like a Cleveland fan.
Alright, that was probably one of my favorite lines of the third round from Conceited. He had a disease, NyQuil line. We pretty much heard B Magic say something similar to that. I guess he was taking shots at Kevin Durant or whatever. I ain't really been on Conceited's Twitter, but the Katie Holmes, Tom Cruise bar was crazy. I like the way he put that together. That shit was nice. The Asia sushi roll line he had was really, really nice. He did a slow it down like 4 times. You know, I thought it was pretty decent. You know, I've seen Black Heart Adonis do it, but at the same time, you know, I wasn't really mad that Conceited did it. And then the way he ended with the whole OJ Simpson, put him behind bars just to get my shit back, meaning my style back. I felt like Conceited had a good round 3. He went kind of long though, exactly 8 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. So, but I felt like he had a great 3rd round. Surf comes back in round 3. Surf's 3rd round was 4 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like that was significant because Conceited went so much longer than Surf did. I know these days they don't even seem like they keep the time no more, so I don't really know what's up with that. But you know, it's hard to prepare for a battle if you book certain rounds and then they let a nigga go unlimited or let a nigga just spit. But I guess it's up to the battler to stop it, and Surf didn't stop. So I mean, I guess it's on him. But I felt like Surf had a good round 3. He had the Paranormal Activity bar was dope. I definitely was feeling that. These 2 nines started flipping shit around the room. I call these a Paranormal Activities. He had a Nicolas Cage bar, which we pretty much heard it was a recycle, even though he set it up pretty nice. Why you shoot bricks? I responded like I had an off night. That shit was funny as hell. You half the human height, so I pay half to get him off. I was liking that bar a lot. I like the setup he had with the hit head and shoulders. You'll get Skyped down. Anybody that Skypes know that you can only see the head and the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with that whole little setup. The way he put all those bars together. I like that a lot. And probably the funniest and best bar of the entire battle to me was...
Little niggas like you where I'm from get hemped up. He battled Tall T and said hit past the Glock the Fox. And then what?
That shit was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Jay Fox. He been in the Facebook group heavy, posting like every Conceited bar. You know, of course he gonna rock with his homeboy, so I ain't really mad at that. But you know, we've seen Fox get basically killed in 2 different battles. B Magic told him somebody put a leash on his fucking mud, hit him with a goddamn, followed by what the fuck. That's one of the best bars of 2012 in my opinion. And then this shit, pass the Glock to Fox, and then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was just crazy the way he set that shit up. I mean, like, I even think I saw Conceited even give a little laugh when Surf said that was Surf round 3. I really felt like Tsu Surf won his battle 2-1. I gave him the 3rd round as well, even though he went short. It just boiled down to more quality over quantity for me. I felt like Conceited, even though he gave you longer rounds, obviously he's going to give you more punches. Obviously his 3rd round bars were dope. If you look at the Dr. Scholl's, the tip in your mud like a thank you jar. If you look at this Katie Holmes, the sushi roll shit he said, the Rashid while I was napping, all his bars were pretty much nice in round 3. But all his rounds for me kind of sounded the same. It just looked like every round was the same and it was losing feeling. His bars were losing feeling the more he spit. And it seemed like with Surf, man, you could just feel everything Surf was saying. Surf had the best bars of the battle also. The pass the Glock to Fox shit, I don't feel like there's anything that Conceited said that was better than that. Why you glorify a life that isn't free? If I didn't shoot them, they would have shot me. That shit was hard. Like, when you tell a nigga some shit like that, it just beats them random bars like a Dr. Scholl's bar or something like that. It just outweighs that in my opinion. So that's why I edged the battle to Surf. I definitely feel like it's debatable. I can't argue if you rock with Con. It's just for me, I was just feeling Surf shit a little bit more. It was just more impactful. Yeah, another reason why Surf won this battle too is, you know, Avery Johnson, the coach of the Nets, you know, he lost his job or whatever and got fired. And, you know, Surf did say that Jersey lost the Nets, but the best shooters are still in my hood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why Avery Johnson got fired. And also, you know, sometimes you gotta look at a battle by just how many Don DeMarcos each person got. I was doing my calculations, you know, Surf had 2 more Don DeMarcos than Conceited did. I mean, not that that has anything to do with anything, I'm just saying, you know. Don't get mad at me, get mad at Don DeMarco. I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Derek Parker, man. I owe you $50. I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna pay that shit. So Unbias for you, man. 2-1 Surf. Peace.